Hello. I'm going to talk to you today about sentence structure. I mean by that the pattern that almost every sentence in English follows, the structure that almost every reader of English expects to see. Now, a successful sentence contains particular parts in a particular order, and in this lecture I'm going to show you the order and function of those parts. Now, we can express the usual pattern of English sentences with this formula: S, V, I, O, D, O, by which I mean subject, verb, indirect object, if there is one, and direct object, if there is one. Now, not all sentences in English have a direct object or an indirect object, but when those objects appear, they appear in that order. Now, knowing this sentence pattern can help you write sentences that your reader can understand more easily. Studying this pattern can help you see how it applies to sentences that you read, and I'll give you an example to show you how the elements of a sentence work together. Every sentence tells the reader a story. Now, this sentence not only contains all the elements of a successful sentence, but it also makes a true statement. When you read a sentence, you're reading a little story. And we know that for a story to exist, something must happen. That part of the sentence that expresses the something that is happening is called the verb. Of course, for something to happen, something must have a cause, the thing that makes that thing happen. And the part of the sentence that names this thing is called the subject. In this sentence, telling is what is happening in the story, and the thing that is doing the telling is the sentence. And so tells is the verb, and sentence is the subject. Now, again, every sentence needs a subject and a verb, the way every story needs an event and a cause. Some sentences, though, include extra information. The direct object is the word that names what an event happens to. In this example, the story is the thing that gets told, so the action goes from tells to story, making story the direct object. The action goes to it. Further, sometimes the action has a secondary effect. The action of the verb goes indirectly to something else. Thus, the word that names what gets that secondary effect is the indirect object. Notice in this example that the reader is who gets the story. Notice further that the items in the sentence appear in the same order as in the formula: subject, verb, indirect object, direct object. Subject, verb, indirect object, direct object. This is the order for almost all English sentences. So, knowing about sentence structure will help you write sentences that more easily communicate with most readers. By giving readers a pattern that they easily recognize, you give yourself a better chance to get your idea into the mind of your reader. Also, as you'll see, this knowledge will help you work with clauses to make stronger and more interesting sentences. Thank you for your time.